Did Ohio State do enough to get back-to-back national championships? Welcome to Offseason Review, where we go through an entire team's offseason and give it a grade all the way to kickoff. And to answer the question, no, I don't think so. First things first, I think it was just too tall of an ask to have that much NFL talent leave the building, all that experience and leadership, and to be able to replenish it in one offseason. To be honest, we're not living in the 2010s like Alabama and Clemson, where they just had NFL talent after NFL talent. Just go look at those rosters. I don't think you can build something like that in 2025. And I also think Ohio State is a little bit further away than what their national championship represents. What do I mean by that? Their postseason was perfect. I do not deny that. But their regular season was severely flawed. If it wasn't for the 12-team playoff, they would not have had a shot to the national championship, a second chance. And when you pair that with all the NFL talent leaving and both coordinators, this is a very tough ask for one offseason. So how did they do? A top 5 recruiting class, Devin Sanchez looks like the Jeremiah Smith of cornerbacks. Fantastic. In terms of the transfer portal, they don't lean too heavy into it and they don't lean too little into it. They're very selective about the high quality pieces they bring into their program. So I think in talent acquisition, I'd give it an A. But the offensive and defensive coordinator positions, I just can't get on board with. Brian Hartline, it's a sink or swim moment for him as a play caller. You know he can recruit really well. You had to keep him in the building just because of his relationships with the players, but it is sink or swim and it's a big unknown. And then for Matt Patricia on the defensive coordinator, I'm just not on board with it. I would give their hires like a C-. And with those two grades, I'm just going to basically meet in the middle and call it a B overall offseason. But for what their task was to replace that much NFL talent, I think that's a good enough job. Because Ohio State's never going to bottom out. They're still going to be super competitive. They're going to win a lot of games. I just don't see them as a national championship contender this season. But I want to hear from you. What do you think of Ohio State's offseason? Do you think they did enough to get back to the national championship?